This video will deconstruct the Georgia Standards of Excellence 2 NBT2, which states that students will count within 1,000 and skip count by fives, tens, and hundreds. The expectations with 2 NBT2 include being able to count forward and backward within 1,000, while also skip counting by tens, hundreds, and fives by multiples as well as non-multiples. Students will also determine if a specific number will be stated when skip counting by a given interval and starting point. The learning progression for 2 NBT2 begins in kindergarten as students count to 100 by ones and tens. They also count forward from a given number other than 1. First graders then continue the progression by counting within 120 while mentally finding 10 more or 10 less than any number without having to count. The I-CAN assessment, which is a counting interview that is included in the Georgia Numeracy Project resources, is an excellent tool for assessing counting in early numeracy. During the interview, students count forward and backwards within specific spans, while also stating what number comes before and after a specific number. This assessment provides a good starting point by identifying strengths and weaknesses when counting within 1,000. Counting collections is another great formative assessment tool that allows students to model and show their thinking as they count groups of objects. Students make estimates about how many objects they think they have and decide how they can group the objects to count and record more efficiently. As students engage in the activity throughout the year and across grade levels, they begin to utilize concepts of operations to more efficiently count collections.
How many tens did you have?
We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Did you have any leftovers?
No.
You had exactly tens?
Yeah.
How many counters did you have? How many groups of 10? You had 116?
16.
160? Do you have any ones left over?
Yes.
How many groups of 10 did you have?
16.
6.
10.
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So what did 16 tens make? You want to count by tens?
100.
Let's count by tens.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 101,
110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. And let's add in these extras. 61,
162,
163, 164,
166,
5, 166, 167, 168. So you had 16 tens and 8 ones.
We got more than that. We got 170.
You had 170? That's but very close. How many tens are you having to draw?
17.
17. What does 17 tens make?
Makes 170.
170.
Hundreds charts provide a great visual as students skip count by fives, tens, and 100s. Students begin to see place value patterns, which helps determine whether a specific number will be stated when skip counting by a given interval.
So the frog is at number 7. If he hops by fives, what's the next number he's going to hop onto?
12.
Okay, can you move him to 12? So he goes from 7 to 12. What if he hops by 5 again? 17. What if he hops by 5 again?
22.
22. And then what if he hops by 5 again?
27.
27. So what numbers has he hopped on so far? He started at 7, then he went to 12, and then 17, 22, 27. Did you see a pattern? Do you notice a pattern when he's hopping?
Oh.
What do you notice?
Oh, these.
Yes. So if he hops by fives, will he end up on 82?
Yes. Yes.
How do you know?
Because the order is every time when he hops 5, he gets on 2, and every time when he hops another 5, he gets on
What do y'all think?
7.
7. But where is it? In the ones place or the tens place?
The tens place.
The ones place, that's right.
Choral counting is another classroom routine that can lead to discussions and observations about patterns that occur when skip counting forwards and backwards. As students count by given increments, the teacher guides the discussion to include what do you notice and what do you wonder.
83, 93.
Do you notice any patterns as we're counting?
Yeah.
What do
They
you
all
notice?
have 3.
They all have a 3 in the
One.
ones place. Do you notice anything happening here?
No.
Yes.
It's like a 0 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the tens are going up by one group of 10 each time. So what comes after 93?
103.
103.
113. 123. 133.
Okay. What do you notice from this column to this column? How much bigger is this number than this one when we go this way? We added an extra one. What does that one mean, though? What do you think?
I noticed the pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So she sees that same pattern of numbers in this column, and somebody else said we have an extra digit. What place value does this digit have? Yes.
100.
So how much bigger is this number than this number? What do you think?
It has one more extra 100.
It has 100. Does this number have any hundreds? Does this number have 100?
Yes.
Yes, it has 100. So what comes after 193 if we're counting by tens? What do you think? 203. Okay, so let's keep counting and start this row. 203.
293.
Okay, do the same patterns continue?
Yes.
So what happens when we go from this row to this row? How much did it grow? What do you think? Another 100. So we grew 100, we grew another 100. So what would happen here? What number do you think that would be?
1,000.
You think it's 1,000? What do you think? 300?
303.
303?
Yeah.
Or
313.
313. And how do I know that? What do you think?
Because you follow 13 and 113 and 213 and then you put 300.
It is important for second grade students to engage in skip counting games and tasks throughout the year so that they develop a deeper understanding of number patterns and relationships. In the upcoming video clip, students strive to sequence numbers on a game board by skip counting forwards and backwards. Once a number is placed, their partner can either agree or disagree and move a card that has already been placed.
And why are you changing it?
Because if it's 700 right here, that would be 10.
Okay.
But if it's right here, it would be 705 and 710. 710.
Where do you think 695 would go?
If we were counting by fives,
Yes, if we're counting by fives, where would 695 go? Where do you think? You can place it where you think it might go. Okay? So you can either change hers or pick a new card. Where would 590 go? Do we need to change anything on the board, or are we in the correct order?
Ooh.
Okay, 590. Do you see anything we need to change?
Yes. This needs to be changed.
Where would 695 go? 95. So we have 590,
Oh, I know.
595. Okay, it's your turn. Where do you think it will go? And how do you know it goes there?
Because we're counting by 5, so then another 5 would go to 7. We'll change the 100 to 700.
In this next task, students must determine the skip counting pattern used in each row. As the video shows, skip counting forward and backward when crossing hundreds can often be a challenge. Using concrete-based 10 models can help solidify the concept.
So we have 76, 86, 96. If we have 9 tens, what's one more group of 10?
100.
100. So, or 10 tens. So we have 11 tens. So what would come next?
100.
100 what?
111.
Can you count on from 96 10 times? 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. So, 106, we have 10 tens, and now we have 11 tens. Let's count up. Can you count up from 792 10 times? What do you think? Is it 700? What do you think it is?
799.
Is it 799? If it's 799, does our same pattern of the twos keep in place? 792 and add 10 more.
802.
802, that's right.
For additional tasks and resources, please visit Unit 1 and the 2nd grade framework units. The task Where Am I on a Number Line, as well as Number Hop, specifically focus on skip counting activities. Also check out the professional learning video on 2MD8 that discusses how skip counting can be used in context with money.